Coaches' comments following tonight's 4-1 victory for the Lincoln Stars over the U17 program. Rocky, it may be 4-1 on the score sheet, but that game was, it was tight-knit going down to the final, 3 minutes of that game. But, just what did you see from you guys on the ice tonight?
Yeah, we did some good things. We also took some penalties we don't want to take, some stick penalties, hook penalties, hole penalties, right? Our transition defending wasn't great. You can tell. I mean, now that we're, 24 games into this season, you can tell when we're playing well. And there's a very clear, I use the word identity all the time, there's a very clear identity when it comes to how we're playing and what we're doing. And the second period, when things started to turn, we were putting pucks behind. We were touching pucks first. We were changing sides in the O-zone. We were getting low to high strong side one-timers. We were extending our OZP with those first touches. Like, we were playing the game the way that we're intended to play it. And we're good when we do that. And when we don't, and we give teams free breakouts, we try to match line rush for line rush, we're not built that way. And we're not very successful when we get into that situation. So, I thought that we embraced that identity over the second half of the game, and that's why we were able to kind of take control of it.
And that kind of shows a little bit as well. You guys outshot the NTDP throughout the final 40 minutes by 28-15 margin throughout that game.
And that was us just extending our possessions and slowing down their line rush chances and defending in groups of five and not giving them as much extended offense and opportunities in our end.
Power play not able to get a goal for you guys tonight despite having another 5-minute major. Of course, a good call by you and your video crew on challenging that as well. But, on the good side of things as well, you get goals from key contributors like Alex Pelletier, Cade Kohansky, Nick Young with a great shot on a shorthanded goal, which is really kind of that dagger if you were to necessarily say that. But, of course, your leadership group, those, 20-year-olds and those 19-year-olds coming big for you guys tonight.
Yeah, I mean, again, Pelly's on the sheet, Loomer's on the sheet, Cade's on the sheet, Younger's on the sheet. Like, it's those guys are our difference makers, and they're a big part of why we have success. And I kind of challenged some of the other guys. I said, guys, when we were really rolling a couple weeks ago, we had scoring coming from all over our lineup, and that's gone away here in the last couple weeks. And so we need to get back to being able to generate offense with our middle six and our bottom six, and guys that are certainly very capable of doing those things, and we get back to normal lineup this week when it comes to how many guys are dressed. And it's nice to get everybody out there, but it's hard to get everybody ice time. And so I try to make the best of it, but I still believe sitting on the bench and getting a few shifts is better than sitting in the stands and getting none.
For sure. And you, like you mentioned, with that leadership group, Pelletier +3, Loomer +3, Young +2, all your captains combined +8 on the night for you guys as well. I want to talk about Will Prowse again, just solid between the pipes, makes, the one goal that he gave up, nothing he could have really done on that. The guy was unmarked along the near side post, but again, was just strong, a rock for you guys tonight. Yeah,
I mean, that goal, we get a bad weak side rotation from our weak side winger, which is frustrating because that was highlighted in the pre-scout, but they're kids and it is what it is. But Prouser made some really big saves in the first period. When things could have got out of control, he was able to manage it really well. And then obviously the power play goal is what it is, but outside of that, he was solid. I thought he handled his rebounds. They had guys parked in front of the net, and he was still able to fight through traffic to find his sight lines and make really great save after save.
Last question, Rocky. It's a short turnaround for you guys coming to play in Sioux Falls on Tuesday. What do the next couple of days look like for the team?
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Right now we're just going to enjoy tonight.
All right, thank you, Rocky. That's going to do it for Coach's Comments here from Plymouth, Michigan. We're going to go ahead and step aside, and you have been listening to Coach's Comments right here on the Star Social Channels.